Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, goblins of all ages, welcome back to another edition of the greatest goddamn D&D stream on this world and the next. Welcome to Goblins Under the Stairs. Oh, yeah. You got Carlos Garcia, aka the nastiest Dookie in all the land, Captain Rampoo McNasty. And of course, I ain't here alone, because I'm rocking with the Stormbreakers. Oh, yeah. You got Manto Zermeister. You got Langston Embershroud. You got Crick. And of course, to lead us along on this epic adventure, the greatest goddamn D&D DM in the land here is Nate Gonzalez. Take it away here.
Thank you, Mr. McNasty, and welcome back, everyone, to tonight's Sunday night edition of Goblins Under the Stairs. I hope you're ready to dance, as we got the music bumping in the club here. Everyone can hear it right on your end. Got it bumping on in here. Yeah, welcome back as we jump back on into this thing. The adventurers of Stormbreakers have infiltrated the Nightmare Club, seemingly a business that the cultists of Garotst have of their own kind of domain here within the Shadow Exchange. So of course, as you guys made your way to the Shadow Exchange, you worked around a little bit, spoke to some of the vendors, purchased some goods, learned about some of the highly futuristic and high-tech energy weaponry that the Black Talons trade in, and that they deal with all sorts of military-grade weaponry and future tech inventions and things of the sort. Even bought some stuff from them, a laser pistol, and saw one of the cultists of Grotz trading or giving out some of these items to this orc that you guys bought these items from. Seemingly not familiar that he was a cultist at first until you guys realized that you saw the symbol on that bag. You decided to ask this man if you guys could trade for it, and with doing so, you guys uncovered the items inside: an idol, a ring, a cloak, all items that seemed somewhat familiar in description to you guys as potentially being items from the people that were taken in Garadia, Davion, Dervik, Shadow. And with this in mind, and of course purchased, you guys learned that the Nightmare Club is probably your best bet to go and learn more about these cultists and their whereabouts and what exactly they have going on around here. So, with your disguises on, you guys snuck on into the club and made yourselves right at home with Rampoo dancing about, drinking some soul racks, Langston chatting it up, and grabbing some smokes from a patron nearby, and Crick just adoring and idolizing the women dancing within this stage and within the dance room here. Manto snuck out and did his own kind of recon, speaking to some members in some kind of VIP room or special side room, speaking to a employee here and another woman, maybe a drow kind of woman, who seemed to be relaxing by herself back there. Crick realized that these women, the workers here, all seemed to be wearing some sort of collar, some sort of necklace, and after speaking with the one on the stage, took her back for a private dance. While this was going on, Langston sent down an arcane eye to follow a employee downstairs, following him first to the latrine, and then working his way out of there to find or kind of scout out the whole basement area, finding Vashir's office with him, lo and behold, inside of it, and a room across the way from it guarded by some of the cultists with a couple of cages in there. One of them, and within the cages, of course, were some humanoids. One of the humanoids was a dwarf, which Langston took to assume that could have possibly been Dervik. And with this information gleaned, Crick getting his dance on, Rampoo getting his dance on with his fellow reptilian friends, Crick dispelled the magic from the collar on this dancer here, and with that, it fell off of her neck down to the ground, and Langston's arcane eye could see Vashir run out of his office space, grab one of the cultists kind of in some sort of aggressive kind of manner and pointing down to the stairwell to lead back upstairs to the dance floor. And with this, Manto hears the yelling and the footsteps kind of rushing over in his direction a little bit as he stands at the bottom of the stairs. And we left off with Crick asking the dancer here, um, who he just freed from this some sort of charmed state by dispelling the magic from the collar, um, if she would like to play along with him, essentially, right? That's kind of what you said.
Mhm.
So go ahead and take it from there, Crick. Music
Well, I
blasting,
guess
collar down on the ground as you
does
picked it up. It's in your hands now.
with all that other stuff that happens, do any messages kind of float out about what's going on? Because I mean, I haven't
I believe Langston
seen any of
has
that, obviously.
said everything. You guys had quickly kind of had like a,
Oh, okay, and we're
if I remember
okay,
correctly.
cool.
Langston,
Yes,
is that
Um,
right?
What? I mean, yeah, I think so. I think I pretty much have been saying everything, and then I was like, Manto, don't go down the stairs, and then the door opened. I was like, and Crick, did you do something?
Got it.
'Cause
Yeah,
he's
yeah, I
coming.
remember now.
And then here's your dialogue.
So, with that, after I say that to her, all that kind of like the shears here, my mood kind of changes for a second of like trying to get her out to, oh shit, and looking at her, I pick the collar up and just go in my mind to everyone. I just go, I need a minute, just 1 minute will do. I look at the girl and you need to trust me. I need to put this back on real quick or there's going to be a problem. And I start to kind of lifting it back up towards her.
Make a persuasion check with advantage. In this state, you can tell she's frazzled, not 100% sure what to believe and what is going on. Kind of, guys described last time, she's very confused about like where she is and what she's doing and performing. Cool, 15. Yeah, you or 15.
I'm gonna D4 on that. Built for success. Give me that 19.
Nice. See, she
Hey.
looks at you as you say this in a very kind of sincere manner, and she looks nervously as she kind of just gives you a nod and leans towards you a little bit closer. It's like, whatever you say, I'll go along with.
And so I put the collar back on her, and I start casting mending on the seam to just kind of put. I mean, now it's magically inert, I would imagine, because I guess I would still have the concentration up from my original magic. So it's basically just a piece of metal now. Kind of mending it back on her neck, and I'm just talking to her. So apparently, Vashir, you may or may not know him, and his thugs are coming back here. I need you to be a dancer, just for a little bit longer, and then trust me, we'll get you out of here.
She looks at you and gives you a nod and continues to like dance a little bit like definitely in a not as enthusiastic manner as before. She's definitely not as like she's as well aware as what she was doing. But she starts dancing right on you as the door opens up right there outside, and you see a masked cultist who you saw outside the door prior open up the door, and he looks around at you, and he looks at the dancer, and as this is going down, we're going to take it over to Manto real quick. And within this kind of, we'll say, 10 seconds, whatever is going down. You hear the footsteps coming out there, Manto, kind of nearby in the shouting, out in the hallway nearby you. As you can assume that they're making direction or movements towards you, what do you do?
Okay. Is there anywhere to hide, like under the stairs, by chance?
Yeah,
Or
there'd
is
be
it
kind of like a Harry Potter's bedroom kind of situation. Not like with a door or anything, but just like, an opened underneath the stairwell.
Yeah, I was gonna say like in a high school, like our high
Exactly.
school is like. Now, are there gaps between the stairs, or is that part of it solid so that they wouldn't be able to see?
It'd be like a solid stair setup.
Okay. So when Langston kind of sends that telepathic message, I know I have seconds to either run or hide. So I hide. It would be right here, like right under the stairs. Just really focus on my breathing, keeping calm, and not making, I guess, too much noise. And immediately, just like as I start to breathe and relax, my chameleon carapace kind of just blends in with the stairs, and I'm just like try to become one with it.
All
And
right.
wait for them to hopefully go past me if they do.
Yes, give me 1 second as I just realized for whatever reason whoops. Our video isn't being captured right now. Of us. So let me just go ahead and fix that. There we go. Fixed. So one more time, Manto. You hide under the stairs and you wait to.
Ladies and sorry.
Yeah. So I like in like a quick kind of panic, I just run underneath the stairs and just hide under them. I'm kind of like crouched down, just trying to be as small as possible. Again, just like relaxing, focusing on my breathing, not making too much noise, and then just you see my skin or like my like I guess exoskeleton just kind of turn into the camouflage or the color of like the shadows under the stairs as well as the stairs itself.
Beautiful. Go ahead and make that stealth check with advantage as you quickly slink underneath the shadows of the stairs, turn your carapace to match the colors, and hide away.
Wow.
All right. You hear the footsteps running closer and closer to you. You hear a bit of shouting, and yeah, you would hear with your keen perception. It's like, here says one of the slaves upstairs got out. Let's take a look at it, and kind of hear more running around. You stay down here and keep an eye out on the room, and kind of gestures over that way. Maybe you would see through the door frame, and they begin to run up the stairs, and none the wiser to Manto hiding in the shadows. They run right past you. You hear them going over top of your head on the stairs, and make their way up the stairs fully now. All right. So with that, Manto, you of course let them navigate past you. Do you communicate to the party, or do you wait down here, or what do you do next?
Yeah, the moment I would have heard them like go up, I flip out the telepathic channel that we have. Like, believe I heard more masked men coming your guys' way.
All right. I mean, I'm at the bar in a disguise. Rampu is still talking it up with his kinsman. So
I'm boogieing over there.
I just look
I'll
over.
say,
I'll see Rampu has the soul rack, and I'm like, "Oh, Rampu, you didn't. Oh, I know you didn't get one."
And I'm just like, you can see it's most of the way gone. And I just message, let me know what these fuckers look like. I'm all over it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crick, how you making out? They're coming your way.
As Langston says this to your mind, Crick, the door opens up to one of these masked cultists coming on inside of the room. He looks around and looks right at you and looks at the dancer. What's going on here?
At this point, so I've taken the necklace. It's back around her neck.
Mm-hmm.
The seam's in the front, and I'm like, her back's towards the door. I kind of move her, and I'm slowly casting mend to put this back around her neck. Telepathically, I tell to everyone, I've got one. but he'll be fine. I need more time.
Make a sleight of hand check real quick.
20, not 20.
17.
Nice. Being nimble with your fingers, Crick. Let me just make a roll real quick as well. Wisdom.
Anyway, I'm gonna D4 that as well.
Okay.
Just to be safe.
Yeah.
Alright.
Extremely smooth with your fingers, Crick. Yeah, you kind of just have your hands around her neck. He's like, hey, no choking them. And he kind of takes a step back and looks at you. He's like, looks back down the hallway and sees the other occultist running down there. He looks at you and closes the door behind him real quick. And he says, look, if you want to keep breathing, don't argue. The boss heard something, sent some men, but I'll cover for you. You're with me. He kind of takes his mask to the side real quick, and he just shows you his face. You see this kind of elvish man behind the mask, blonde hair, and he twists it right back, and he puts it back on.
This piece of shit elves, right?
That's Darion there. I'm like massaging her neck, and she doesn't notice, but little nanobites are coming out of my fingers like into her neck and like melding this thing back into her place. But it would freak her out, so she doesn't notice it because it's right below her throat. And I just kind of dip my head around her because I'm like breast high because that's just my height, and I just kind of go around the corner. I'll follow you as long as you lead in the right direction. And I kind of go back and just start keeping the cast. And with that, I kind of look up at her, and as she's dancing awkwardly, you should try dancing like your life depends on it.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll a quick either a history or insight check for me as well.
Big threatening strippers there.
Insight, she is not horny.
God,
It's all gone now. It's gone.
she is not.
Not feeling
It's
it. Not what we're going for, but no, that's great. Yeah, you kind of look at the guy quickly as he shows his face. He puts his mask back over it, and says, "I'll cover for you if you're with me." And you respond, if he goes the right path, then you're with him, and just kind of gestures back to you, gives you a nod of understanding and trust me on this. You hear the footsteps outside still. Langston and Rampu, I guess maybe just Langston more so. You see running past the door of the dance hall, two of these masked cultists running in the direction of Crick.
Oh boy. I think I'll just see because Rampu and I have the disguises still, so they don't see us. I'm just kind of at the bar with a drink kind of twirling in my hands, and I'll just be like, Crick, I hope you know what you're doing. They are inbound in about 5 seconds, so I hope to God you aren't choking a woman, but if you are, just know it's coming.
So I'm smoothly make my way close to the door, and then you just see me on the dance floor, call attention to the two dragon dudes that I'm dancing with. So, hey, check this out. I'm Dragon Jackson. And I throw a kick up in the air, and I start moonwalking backwards closer to this door where Crick is. And I'm just waiting for the word.
Make a performance check. So right there, actually, that's an overhead of a balcony. You'd want to go out the door that's north of you and around the hall, essentially. So that kind of just looks down to the area.
So we're above them.
Yeah.
So how far would that balcony be up though? Up? Could I could I see them from the balcony? Is it jumpable?
Yeah, it's not really kind of a super high thing at all, but it's just there's not it's not a normal pathway to walk straight from the dance floor up there. It's you have to go to a private
Got it.
Yeah.
So then I moonwalk towards the door here.
Yeah. All right, make a performance check as you do that.
performance. And actually, I don't need to yet.
That'll be so funny if you roll that 20.
Ooh, I'm gonna use inspiration. It was so close. I'm gonna use my
Yeah,
inspiration.
just another 0.
He's so drunk.
Yeah.
There you go, 16.
16, nice. As you start to moonwalk and scoot your dragon tail backwards, you get the attention of a lot of the patrons in this dance area, and especially as you start backing up, you see this one drow woman kind of gaze over at you as she steps out of the VIP area and watches you just moonwalk on back. Kind of just gives you a bit of an eye as you continue doing your thing. She doesn't say anything, but looks at you very intently.
And I literally look at her back, and I give her a point, and just start like nodding to the beat with my handkerchief, like flicking around.
Incredible. All right, so as this is going down, we're going to take it back over to Crick real quick, and we'll take it back to that because this conversation, these guys are running down the hall, and the guy looks at you. He's like, just keep... Yeah, this is perfect, as he looks and sees her dancing, you with your hands around her neck. And a couple seconds later,
Don't say it like that.
is that not what's happening?
Exactly what's happening, but it's much nicer.
As
It's so cold.
yeah, that you hear the footsteps running down the hall. Rampu, you see them running on by. Langston, you as well. They come running on in here quickly. And yeah, did you want to say something, Langston?
Oh no, I was just agreeing. Like, yep, we see him.
Yep. And as they come running on in, looking like very, looking around to see what the hell is going on in here, because this is where they're getting the signal from. The one cultist looks at you that has been talking with you, Crick. It's like, God, don't worry about it. It was just a magical flux from the collar. Remember, we had one happen last week too. Dance was fine. Party, he's still paying. So let them enjoy. I kind of look around at him, and I'm gonna roll a persuasion check for him.
Crick's gonna, like, as he says that, like, Crick's gonna put out like 10, 15 gold, just kind of falls out of his pocket as he's like handing the girl just gobs and gobs of money to see. Maybe I can give him a little advantage on that persuasion check.
Sure. Double 4s. I love it.
Damn.
It looks down at him as he says this, and looks at you throwing the gold. It's like, a little guy's got enough gold for him. And kind of as they start to take a step forward, he puts his hands up. He's like, look, hey, I got this covered. He's a paying party, and if we have any troubles, trust me, I will let you guys know. And Craig, you can tell by the way that they're standing there and kind of like looking around that they hear what he's saying. They're going along with it, but they don't necessarily believe what he's saying. And so they kind of look around at him and say, yeah, okay, Lurik. Everything's good here. We'll let Vashir know. And kind of look back at each other, give each other a nod, and look back at you one last time, Crick, as they step back into the hallway and get out of this room.
As they leave, once they leave, I just start staring at the guy. And after, like 10 seconds or so go by, so I know that they're at least out of earshot, I kind of whisper to him, so Lurk, what gives?
Look, now's not the time, but I don't owe you anything. I just want to make it clear I'm not with them. They've crossed the line, but if you charge in here blind, you're gonna get the captives killed.
Well, how can we make our moves a little bit better next time? I'll be honest with you. If Bashir's here, we want his head.
You see him kind of like bite his tongue in this moment, as if he wants to say something along those lines as well. He says, now is not the moment. It's like, look, if you're here to stop this, there's cages down below. That abyss-marked chamber. But you gotta watch out. Be careful what works in the shadows.
Is there something here that we should know of?
So look. They've got all sorts of ties in with demons and the abyss, and I mean the room downstairs, it's ripe.
It's ripe with demons.
It's marked, tainted with the abyss, and Bashir's got a way that he can, I don't know, connect his power to Grotz or to the abyss, or I don't know. I'm still figuring it all out myself. The Velvet Chain, man, it's taken me a long time to infiltrate them.
Kind of says that. I look at him. The Velvet Chain?
Yeah, I know. It sounds like a perfume cartel or a nobles club or something, but I see what they do to people. And they're not just serving a demon prince. I mean, I feel like they're laying the groundwork for a kingdom.
Well, what can we do here to slow that? The muscle has arrived. And as I just finished mending, and the girl's, she's probably stopped dancing and she's listening, and I kind of like look at her and like flex a muscle a little bit when I say the muscles arrived, just to, just to show the goods a little.
As this goes on, and there's been a couple minutes going on, let's shift the attention elsewhere for the time being. But what was the last thing that you asked him, just so I can keep that in mind? Just like what you guys can do for the time being, essentially.
Yeah, just basically how like, how can we create as much havoc, or put as much pause on, I'm assuming, the Velvet Chain's objective and progress.
Gotcha. Yeah. And do you alert the party to anything else also? In this,
so yeah, so I imagine, like, in between our conversation, I don't know how the mental connection works, but I basically just mentioned to everybody, Langston God is true. I may have found the one who seeks light.
Oh, how about that?
Ooh.
I'll tap my chest where I know my moon is, and point up and be like, hey, there's my goddess.
His name is Lurk. Underneath his mask, he's another tasty half-elf.
Oh, hell yeah.
Quick tasty. So, we should, if you hear of him, or if you see one with me, just know he's a friend.
All right.
But don't eat him yet. Got it.
Oh,
Or
and
just
by
ever.
the way, they're called the Velvet Chain.
Oh, thank God. Oh, we have a name for him.
Velvet
That's
chain link elf. Delicious.
No. Drunk ass. Stop it.
And I just start thinking of like elf sausages and like.
Stop dreaming about eating my people, you fuck.
And I guess at this point, the thing is back around her neck, and just to be extra careful about her, I used my magical tinkering, and I basically just cast a spell that just makes it reverberate the same type of magic that I've had that I've seen before. It's not. It basically just. It's a false magic item around her neck now, in case anybody were to check before we have the next conversation.
Muted.
Thank you. So yeah, as Crick divulges the party and the affairs that just went down, someone feel free to take it away. As Langston and Rampu, you guys see the other cultists walking back downstairs. Manto, you hear them kind of shuffle over your top of your head as they go back down the stairs as well. Yeah, real quick,
Yeah.
I would say that, Manto, you also don't hear exactly what they say to Vashir, but you hear speaking going on far down at the other end of the hallway, and kind of like a back and forth for a little bit, and then it kind of dust settles. Sounds like, they walking and kind of going back around that same central room, and you hear some doors close as well. That's it.
So I would make my way over to the lady who I caught looking at me, and I would lean against the wall next to her, and I'd just be like, "Hey, see something you like?"
Oh my god. Yeah, because you still have advantage on your charisma, actually, right? Yeah. She kind of looks at you.
Charismatically. Yeah.
Hilarious. And looks you up and down. It's, you know, haven't really ever had the taste for cold blood before, but you yourself, rather hot, if I may say.
You should try elves. Pretty delicious.
Dude.
It's like,
I'm at the bar, and like where only he can see me, I'll hear him say that and just hit him with one of the slow turns like, what the fuck?
as you say that, then your eyes glance away from her chest and back up to her face, where you see her ears and realize that she also is an elf. She's like, I beg your pardon.
I said, well, you're talking about eating me. I can crack jokes by eating you.
Oh, you are delectable. What is your name?
Aren't you sweet? My name is Rampu McGaggins. See, son of Rambleek the Damp. You know? And I don't know if you know this, but he was a war hero. Badass guy. He won the battle of the Slippery Holler. Fucking sweet. He like slipped, slid, belly flopped and stuff across enemy lines. I'm like swirling my thing as I said. I just say he was so moist, no weapon could land a hit on him. This there was even toxic. It was like fungal buildup.
Manta, you look up and there's no one next to you.
And I just stare. God damn, these soul racks are fucking awesome. And I just take another sip of mine.
Because I was watching this, did she just absolutely like teleport away?
She completely Homer Simpsoned back into the VIP room. Just disappear.
Oh my god.
A few slow steps backwards until she was no longer within earshot of whatever this rambling was.
That's
I've
so
seen that
good.
before.
I literally just like.
Langston, do you still have vision on Vashir's room?
Sure do. I can move it in there. Is he still in the hallway? From what I'm seeing, he's still in the hallway, or is he back in his office?
He's back in the office, and the door has closed behind him. That was
Okay.
the door that.
As all
Mantor
this,
closed. Yep.
I'm assuming we're all connected, so we can all hear everybody. And I just kind of ping again after Vashir's room, and the room with the prisoners. I would not go in there. I think it's fully booby trapped, and there might be some demon shit going on.
Hey,
I'm
Craig,
gonna
bad
check
news.
out the traps then.
Bad news, buddy. Already kind of fielded that one. I sent the eye through to see the prisoners from the first go around. I've seen this entire layout of the basement already.
Fair enough.
Checking out the
So,
traps.
I mean, it didn't like trigger anything to the best of my knowledge. I think the trigger happened when you removed the collar.
Well,
There were only two gents in the
Oh,
cage.
That would definitely
I will-
trigger something at Crick, I'll tell you that
I
much.
will say that Lurk mentioned it did. I will say that Lurk mentioned there's deep, dark corners in that room,
Okay.
and there might be connections to the abyss that we may not see yet.
Okay. I will steer clear of the room until we get a plan more in place. For now, Vichy is in his office. I've scouted all the other rooms down here. Can I move my eye to kind of check down this hallway more and just see is there anything further?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as you push on down that hallway, it seems to kind of go around a corridor where there's like a couple more things stacked, like storage-wise. But you can make a perception check if you'd like. Yeah, who's not?
Sure.
Is the eye not sharing vision with you guys?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's all the way down there. I didn't see
Yeah.
it. Sorry.
All good.
And Langston, were there any masked figures in the hallway?
I did not see any.
Yeah, the
that
ones
went
that
upstairs.
ran
Hold on.
by. Yep, ones that ran by Manto. There's one kind of closer to Vashir's door, and then one closer to Manto. I just didn't move them from upstairs yet. But yes.
Okay. But then yeah, so I got a 24 on my perception check when I'm like still just kind of
Oh, nice.
exploring the depths of this corridor.
Excellent. As you're looking around in here, you seem to notice that there is actually like a like you see a scratches along the floor, and with that your eye kind of floats on over in that direction. And you can see this faint, extremely faint kind of opening or a gap in the wall where a door frame could possibly be hinged at, as there could possibly be a secret doorway down here.
Okay. Is there any type of is within like seeing this like secret doorway or anything? Is there like an inch of give in the wall underneath? Like, is the like bottom of the door have like a little bit of a gap where there could be like a draft getting through that I might be able to squeeze the eye through like I did with all the keyholes?
Unfortunately, with this, it's pretty airtight.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I think what I'll put in on top is be like, after further investigation, potential secret door, you guys. We've got potential over here. I can't get into it because it's pretty tight, but I think I know where there's a door. But yeah, so with those two guys in the hall, I think I'm gonna move
I love
the
trade
eye.
secrets.
I'm gonna move the eye back down this hallway, just kind of floating over top these cultists, and then just kind of report to Manto, be like, 2 in the hallway leading to Vashir's room, 1 posted up outside the latrine. Don't go in the latrine. One of them blew it up, and I guarantee there's another one in there now doing the same. And then this door down here, I don't want to click it open. That, if I remember right from entering the like abyssal room, that's the connecting door, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay, cool. So I think I'll report that to everybody. Just be like, there are 2 ways to get into the abyssal room. Vashir's office is directly across the hall from it, so whenever we do it, we're gonna have to be quick because the prisoners were right near his office. Yeah, I think that's it.
Um,
So I'll post the eye back up in this like hallway here, like sort of at the corner. That way I can see either side of like any movement from either Bashir's office or this guard excuse me, down here, just to kind of keep everyone like on the up and up.
Beautiful. As Langston's arcane eye keeps a surveillance down here. Yeah, Manto, you get the sign or hear where exactly the men are down here as well from Langston's surveillance. Do you do anything with that, or do you go back upstairs, or what do you do?
Yeah, I've been sitting here for 2 minutes trying to figure that out. Oh, God.
We can shift away if you need another minute.
Nah, alright. We're gonna try something here. Rick, you didn't happen to get names of the masked figures, did you?
Not
they're
the
called
ones-
the Velvet Chain, but Lurk up here is our friend. I don't know if maybe we want to regroup with him, and maybe he can get us some better outfits.
That's okay. I'm gonna try something. So I just kind of walk into that hallway, like, as nonchalant as possible. And I just start walking down, like, this way. And I continue to walk.
Hey, excuse me. These are employees' bathrooms. Bathrooms are upstairs for any of the guests.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's my apologies. I was told there was a bathroom down here because the guest bathrooms were clogged. Someone must have really dropped a big old brand pew.
Oh,
If you get what I'm saying.
sorry. Not allowed to use these though. This downstairs is off limits, and he begins to put his hand on your shoulder and begin to escort you, like push you
Yeah,
out of here.
No, hey, buddy, I got it. I can. You don't need to touch me. I can move myself. And the moment he actually I say that and he touches me, I put my hand on his hand and I cast. Oh wait, no, never mind. I can't. Oh, all right. I'm like, all right. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, and as you are like looking and like considering doing something, you can tell he's begins to stare at you a bit too long, man, for it to be comfortable for you. As you are not one disguised or anything. You said that you would be fine in your sneaky shit, and he begins to look at you rather closely as he rolls a 21 on his wisdom check. Hey, don't I know you from somewhere? As his hand is still on your shoulder, like you slapped it away, and he like pulls you back, and like you feel him pull your shoulder back now.
I would pull out my Ion Stone of Reserve. When he says that, and I'm like, I don't know. I mean, maybe you saw me upstairs. This is a pretty popular club to be at.
Can we hear that since we're still linked up? Can we hear him talking?
I don't think that's exactly how the psychic link works.
Yeah, I don't think that's how that works.
But
I can see with the eye, and I can just kind of see it all going down. So I'm just like, guys, I think we're gonna have to take some footsteps here. It looks like they're starting to move in on Manto. He got caught walking to the bathroom, and I think I'm gonna, as subtly as I can.
I got this.
You.
And
Okay.
Trust me. I got
All right.
this. Then I start heading down towards him.
All right. Manto, another one of these masked men come around the corner, beginning to get closer to you as this conversation begins to engage and get louder.
Has he gone past this corner yet?
Yeah, he has.
Okay. Okay. I would turn around and see him, and I would break one of the stones and cast Hold Person on this guy.
Okay. As Manto casts his Hold Person spell, what's that, a wisdom save I need to make?
Yeah.
Con save?
I can tell you.
It's whatever. It's
And I would
whatever.
come.
It is a wisdom saving throw. And it's my modifier, right? It's everything off my own
Right.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Would I
so
be able to get that before that gets off?
Potentially.
I'm running down to interrupt and make sure it doesn't progress any further.
So if he does, then yay. If not, it's DC 15 wisdom save.
Okay. Let's see. Rampu, make a oh, you have disadvantage on these, I think, right now. Oh, it's on dex saves.
Hammered.
Make a acrobatics check.
Acrobatic?
Mhm.
Okay. And I have disadvantage on it, you said?
No, it's just on dex saves, it says.
Alright,
Not-
so I'm
not-
going to
not
use
checks.
a lucky on this.
Okay.
Sealed.
So, Langston lets everyone know that Manto
19.
seems to be getting himself
Thank
into
God.
a little bit of trouble downstairs, and Rampu just completely drops the soul rack, or maybe you breadbasket it and start running down the stairs with it, and yeah, exactly.
Careful.
And
I essentially tuck it in and I look like I'm running in the Super Bowl,
so as Manto, you hear Rampu running down the stairs. You can hear him, the heavy footsteps and the tails slapping around, and him probably shouting a bit. You are the stone in your hand. You're quite sneaky, so maybe they don't exactly see what that is. But you see Rampu's snout coming out the door frame, and him. Are you yelling or anything, Rampu, or what are you doing?
I would literally be yelling at him. Luigi! And I would come running out.
Manta, you hear this, and you're about to act on your instinct. You have a split second or whatever to react to Rampu running down the stairs, or to go forward with what you were originally doing. Choice is yours. What do you do?
Yeah, I would hear that, and I'm like, son of a bitch. And then I turn to the guy at me, and I cast Hold Person on him.
Okay. All right. As you quickly turn to the guy beside you, wisdom save. 9 is what I rolled.
That is going to be a failure. So he is now paralyzed for a minute. And then at the end of each turn, he can attempt to try the saving throw again to break free. But for the very least, he is now paralyzed and just kind of stuck in place.
All right. Well, right now, I'm going to have you guys go into initiative because there's a series of events happening, and we're at least going to have... Yeah. So Manto just took his action, at least there. Is that how we want to do this? Actually, just real quick, before we go into initiative. Rampu, you see Manto act like this as this guy is reacting towards Manto, and he freezes in place as Manto gets the spell off. The cultist in front of you turns to Manto, ready to react as well towards him, but you have a split second to do something if you'd like to. This is just not a full turn, just kind of like an action kind of thing right now.
Said, no, stop, Luigi. The bathroom upstairs is fixed. I want Dookie in it. Stop with the holding the people. That's what always gets us in trouble.
Oh my god.
I actually watched the Super Mario's Brother movie on the plane the other day. It's exact.
Good, right? Good.
I was gonna say
next
Charlie
one.
Day or
Yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Pratt. All right, so God, it's so absurd that I have to give you advantage on this.
I don't think
Oh,
so.
he's drunk.
Personally, I don't think it's that absurd.
Hey, when people have to poop, things happen.
Wait,
If somebody ran down the stairs and said that
They're
to
not
me,
you when
you
you
would
have to
have
shit.
advantage on me. I'm not gonna lie.
well, he's drunk, so it's kind of like the whole the scene of it and everything. Make a persuasion check with advantage real quick. Actually, no, it's gonna be a flat roll because the fact that Manto just paralyzed this guy, there's no fucking way that I can justify an advantage roll.
That's fair.
Not even with the accent.
Not even with the
But I
accent.
am gonna use a lucky. So
Well, there you go. Something.
guess sometimes better lucky than good.
Yep. I swear to God, don't do it.
Let's see. Oh my god, 16.
16. All right, let me roll something.
All right, I
for
thought-
him.
Was it a flat roll or advantage?
He rolled.
It
he
would have
used
been
lucky.
flat. He used lucky.
Yeah, exactly. Let me go ahead and roll this.
Come
Okay.
on, Lucky Dookie.
All right, so I just rolled something. He looks at you, Rampu. You upstairs, and then he grabs Manto, and he starts grabbing you by the shoulder, Manto. You upstairs too, and he kind of looks back at the other guy. What the fuck is going on here? And he grabs you by the shoulder, Manto. And do you just kind of let him grab you, and as if he's security. I mean, he is security or whatever, and he's just escorting you out, or does Manto react in any other kind of way? And I would imagine at this point, yeah, you guys, the Arcane Eye, Langston, and you can send any signals you want about what's going on, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I think the play-by-play I give Crick is just, okay, Manto got caught. All right, Rampu has entered the scene. He's speaking Italian, and Manto paralyzed somebody. Okay. And just as like a matter of fact, like as I can. Actually, I think there's more of a commentary aspect and be like, and here comes Rampu. He's joined the scene. They aren't ready for what he's going to do. He's speaking Italian for some reason. Just
Crick's just sitting there, eyes darting back and forth as his commentary. It's like a tennis match.
Crick, I am going to just move. Like I'll send that to Crick, and I'm just gonna move the top of the stairs. I don't think I want to go down or anything and like cause more trouble, but just kind of post up to the top stairs, be like, A, is anybody from up here coming down? And B, still just have the Arcane Eye aiming towards the opposite end of the hallway, just to be like, let's hope this can be smoothed over by these two.
All right. Well, as you are beginning to move your own down there, but the Arcane Eye kind of seeing 360 around down here. The cultist coming from the other side of the hall in front of Ashir's door begins to make his way closer towards Rampu and Manto and the situation over there as well.
Okay. There's no good way to do this. Crick, check with Lurk and see if we can break into that abyssal room to free the prisoners. There's something we can do that might make this work.
With that, I would I look at Lurk with so if I understand correctly, the guy has his hand on Manto. We don't know what's going to happen with that. And Rampu is like walking back towards the door, so it's just like Manto is in trouble right now.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so there's this strike of fear on Crick's face as he looks at Lurk. It may be going down. Can we get into the abyssal room, or can you help one more time?
Oh shit! What the hell did you guys do? Look, anyone can get in the abyssal room, but it's getting out of there what you got to worry about.
Look, don't die. We may need you. Give me a time and place soon in case it goes wrong.
What the hell are you talking about?
Follow me downstairs. and maybe run. But where can I meet you next? As I'm like walking towards the door.
It's like, he kind of, as you're walking out, yells back, you saw me with the trader earlier, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
traitor, tonight.
cool. I'll be somewhere nearby there, by the bar that's behind there.
But awesome. Follow. Maybe you can help. And I turn back to the girl, and I just go, "You're free, but if you see us, you know, be useful." And I just kind of leave.
Crazy parting word.
As Crick begins to go down the hall, Lurk looks at you. Wait.
And
Maybe,
go ahead.
here, maybe, look, they saw you and me talking to you and standing up for you. Maybe I let them know that they were right. You were trying to do something wrong, and I bring you on down there as a prisoner, and I don't know, get you into the abyssal room that way.
Right now, I think, and I'm walking while we're doing this with this like weird purpose of like even if you're in my way, I'm gonna walk directly through you. Like we're not bumping shoulders, we're bumping chests. And as we're walking, it's I don't care what you do when we get down there, but my friends and I are leaving safely.
Kind of as you.
But
just
I'm
keep
okay being your prisoner, by the way.
All right. Well, am I taking the lead or are you taking the lead? You sound like you got a plan as you're just bolting on down the hall past him.
I'm just like we're walking side by side, and just get me down there safely, and get my friends out safely.
I'll do the best I can.
I imagine as we walk through this door, I just shoulder check the fuck out of Langston.
I'm
just like boom.
I'm just like, oh my god, Crick. Oh Jesus. Hi, buddy. Okay, so we're doing this.
and I look back. Langston, Lurk, Langston.
Charmed, I'm sure.
He gets out safe too. As I stare at him.
Hi.
Hey, as he kind of tilts his mask to the side, shows you his face.
My brother.
He gives you a bit of nod. We'll talk more about this later. And as he is with Crick and kind of hand on the shoulder and looks at Langston, so that's one of the ones with the. All right, gotcha. And he begins to walk on down the stairs. And as you guys foot's falling on the metal stairs, Rampu, you are kind of in the door frame downstairs. Manto has this guy paralyzed in front of him while the one cultist who just yelled at you to go upstairs, as he's like kind of panicking, trying to figure out how to manage this. He grabs Manto on the shoulders, like, "You're coming with me, buddy." And he begins to pull you down the hall, Manto.
I would get out of the doorway and just like, why all the hostility, my friend? I'm so sorry. And I would still have my soul rack, and I would accidentally like bump into the guy, so that it like spills like all over him, and then I'm like, oh my god, that was so messy. I'm so sorry. And I pull out my handkerchief and I start like cleaning him, like so sorry, so sorry, so sorry. And I'm like cleaning his face and shit.
All right. Well,
And I'm just trying to buy as much time as I can.
yeah, go ahead and roll with advantage because again, you're drunk. Go roll a performance check.
Huh? Ooh,
19.
gosh,
Yeah,
19.
this bit believable as you trip over your own tail as you spill the soul rack over this gentleman, and he kind of has to let go of Manto as his hands go up into the air as he tries to throw you away from him and stop the splashing, and a lot of things happening all at once, and you get it all over him, and he's like distracted in this moment as you splash him and he's looking all around, dripping wet from this sticky soul rack. Manto, in this moment,
Yeah,
yeah.
in that
Mhm.
in that moment, I would like I'm holding my serrated gift gun in 2 hands, and I would just like slice across his stomach with it.
As roll a roll a sleight of hand first.
Those 25 minutes of acting lessons for nothing.
22.
22. Okay. Let me see if I can roll a natural 20. Okay. So Manto, yeah, you quickly, as he's distracted looking at this slopping mess that Rampu just caused all over him and around him, you pull out the gift quickly and you slash on upwards. Go ahead and roll to hit.
22.
22 will hit.
So that's 10 slashing, and then I'll get sneak attack as well.
You will.
What is it?
It's 5d6, right?
Yeah, but I want to see something real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Where the fuck are the sneak attack?
Should be under your feature, or not
there we
features,
go, there we go.
abilities and whatever.
No, okay, we'll just do 5d6.
Okay, go for it.
Nice.
18. Nice. Yeah, as Manto slices up on this guy. Let me take that 18 off of him. Gets a nice rip up his body, ripping, slicing through some of his clothing and his armor. Langston still with the arcane eye set up down here, and of course, now that you're down here or getting down here too, you can hear the footsteps of running coming down the hall as another one of these cultists comes up down the hall here. From here now that we have an attack, let's go ahead and roll initiative for everyone. Manto, if you go first, you've already taken an action, and we'll just go from that and fill out the rest of your turn.
Are they within 30 feet of me? Even though, because like they're under me?
I think
do they get
are.
advantage from the warning?
Let's see.
So we get advantage?
The furthest distance would be, because you guys are like maybe 15 feet high, and then why won't that ruler go all the way to Manto from there? There we go. Yeah, just pretty much in range. For Manto.
Do we get
at least.
advantage? You
Does,
said on initiative?
Yeah, advantage on initiative.
Advantage. Does Lurk get
15.
advantage too?
Potentially.
30-20. Yeah, hell yeah, much better. Chip, yeah.
Let's go with 11.
Alright, hold on a second. Here. Action.
Can you change mine back to 11, Nate?
This ability check, right?
Yes.
And
All right, so Crick walking through, all this is going through his mind, and he knows the danger downstairs, and as I mentioned earlier, like he's walking quickly, and he just starts speeding up, even like he's walking heel toe like a speed walker, as that's gonna be a flaccid genius, so we're gonna add 4 to that roll.
Nice.
So if we can make that 17.
Nice flaccid genius. Let's do it.
Yeah,
I'd
baby.
also heard flaccid genius.
I also heard flaccid.
Yeah, right.
You were supposed to,
like, did
because
I
you know
hear
what?
that?
The dance didn't do anything. It's a little weird.
Speaking of, should we leave the club music on, or should we put on combat music?
Oh, it's
Dude, we
combat
can fight
time.
to club music. I don't know, like Blade.
That's
Bam.
low-key
Blade
kind of what I
music.
was thinking too, like
Some
something along those lines.
music.
Alright, cool. So I'll leave it
The
on
blood
as is
starts
then.
showering from the fucking.
Yes. Rampu, you are up as Mantis slashes into this guy right in front of you. Starts to bleed out a little bit, and he looks down. He's holding it, and he starts to just laugh right there. Oh, this is the game we're gonna play. As Rampu, you are up.
So you said he's like pretty hurt already?
Manto did a nice slash on him. He's not bloodied quite yet, but he's definitely hurting.
Okay, cool. So in that case, I will do a level 2 instead. A poo! And spit right in his face.
All right, give him the old Rampua.
And that's right. 18.
18 hits.
Yeah, buddy. 66. Make it high, make it high, make it high.
I think that's the most wild concept ever.
Yeah, right. 16 damage.
Just spit at somebody super hard and just kill him.
The classic Rampua. As you do 16 points of damage to him, spit damage. That was your action. Boom! As a loogie just kind of glides off of his shoulder, splashes out all around. Manto in the splash zone gets a little residual. What do you do?
After doing a spell, could I still use a bonus action to use my short sword?
No, you cannot.
No, right? Yeah, I don't know why I just totally blanked on that.
All good.
So bonus action, I'm going to stay put. Actually, I'm gonna call for Jake. I'm gonna go bang bang and summon him.
All right. As you give the old finger guns, Jake comes flying out with a plume of smoke, and it appears right behind you. You can take his turn now if you'd like.
Yeah, buddy. Could he technically fit like right here next to me? I take a chomp.
Yeah, we'll just move you actually to the square right here. Sure.
Yay. Okay, she tells you that. See what we can do. Boom. Oh yeah, 21.
Yep, 21
And
hits.
that's this piercing plus fire. Oh yeah, max damage.
Oh shit.
That's 15 damage.
Yeah, he is looking hurt now as Jake kind of just launches right towards him,
Where the
biting
fuck
into
did Jake
him.
come from?
Rampu cast him out,
Get
man.
back!
I'm back.
And that is our turn.
Awesome. All right.
I look at Manto and say, finish him.
Oh, Angston rolled a 15 on his initiative. Okay. So is it 15 total then?
Yes, it's 15 total. The second one was because Crick's like, you have advantage, and I'd already rolled it, so I was like, shoot, let me just roll it a second time, because if I did advantage, I would have gotten 3.
You got it. All right. So up next then, the
Thanks,
guy
dude.
that just got beat up a bunch. He's got the Dragonborn, the bug guy all right in front of him. It's a
Bug guy stabbed him first.
it's a tough situation he's got going on here. And so he first looks around. He clearly needs some help as his one guy is one compadre is being held by Manto. So he kind of moves his hands around in arcane nature, and a blade appears behind Manto as he casts himself a spiritual weapon. And let me see if I can find a token for that here real quick. And as that weapon appears, it does go ahead and take a slice at you first, Manto. That'll be a D20 plus 4. 14.
Ooh, whiffs.
Whiffs. Whew. Manto too quick for that bullshit. As he looks back at Rampu probably with that big old Rampua, and he takes his packed blade out, this kind of curved dagger, and he goes and tries to slice at you, Rampu, twice with it. Ooh, a natural one. Still wiping out some of that loogie from his eyes. You see this thick mucus just pouring off of his hand as he wipes it off first, and then he goes and tries to take another slash at you. Ooh, a 1 and a 2. Garbage. As both of those miss, a little bit overwhelmed in the situation here as he's surrounded by enemies. He yells out, "Intruders! Intruders!" And that'll bring us to Crick.
All right. So I'm going to turn at Lurk, and I'm just going to look him straight in the eyes. Only attack me, and I'll put my hand on his. Does he have like bracers or gloves or like anything like not the mask, but a piece of clothing that's just kind of visible?
Yeah, I mean they're wearing like each one of them have this same kind of like what would you call it, like a kind of like a robe kind of thing, like a sleeveless kind of robe that they have on. They got a shirt on underneath, but yeah, same kind of attire.
So I like hit like a small piece that isn't too obscene, and I'm gonna cast magical tinkering, and I'm gonna have it emit light for 5. I think it's a 5-foot dim light, I believe.
Okay.
Right, so he's glowing, and I'm gonna tell to him, keep your masquerade, only fight me or run, I don't care. And I'm gonna go downstairs, and as I'm going down the stairs, I tell everybody, I found the one that's for the light. Do not hit him. And so that's 10. That's 15, so that's 25. And I don't think I can get there, so... Alright, so I'll sit there. And... I'm gonna fight. Can I firebolt the guy that's not frozen?
Yes, if on your action already you didn't use something that would have, that I don't know if that match.
Oh no. You're right. That's an action. So yeah, I just come down and I'm gonna stand at the corner, just against the wall, waiting for somebody to turn that fucking corner.
Okay. Yeah, you do see the guy that's right there, right? Who's like
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm gonna like I can see him, but it's a corner, so
Sure. All right. Anything else for you?
That's action. Bonus action. Rampu just feels this weird magnetic stuff lifting off the ground as I cast Defense Matrix.
Awesome. As Crick runs down the stairs, Langston, one of these cultists, runs right on by you, chasing after him. And he's just yelling, "Someone stop the little guy! Someone stop the little guy!" And that's going to be his turn. As from around the corner, this cultist comes running and he sees Crick right there and immediately casts a spiritual weapon as it appears behind you, Crick. And he's going to attack you with that first. D20 plus 4. 8 is going to miss. As that kind of just whiffs on by you, he runs up closer and with his blade out takes a couple slashes now. A 19 and a 17.
I can't do it.
Both are going to miss. Spiritual weapon is concentration now, right? Yep, okay. So let me just mark that, and it'll be Langston's turn as you see this one right next to Crick now. Actually, I'll move this one out of the door frame right here, and it is your turn.
Cool. So 2 quick questions. 1, the door down the hallway has not opened yet.
Vashir's has not opened yet, correct?
Okay. And if memory serves, one of these rooms was the lift. And then the second room, which I think was back here, is the control panel, right?
Correct. Yeah. You saw the lift being the first room on the right, and then the control panel immediately after that.
Okay. I didn't really get to the control panel room. Did it just kind of seem like what was powering this place as a whole?
Correct. That's what you got from the gist of it, from going on in there, kind of quick glance.
Okay. Do I do something cool? Hold on, let me measure distance right quick. I had a original plan in mind, but this added another layer, so 45.
Everything's cool.
Okay. So I think what I'm going to do, because I can still use my movement for now, is... Yeah, I think what I'm going to do since we're into it, I'm going to pop out of this door and just scream, "The little guy!" And then I'll drop, I think, because when I take action, I drop my disguise. I don't think it stays up anymore or anything, right?
What were you using as for your disguise?
Well, Rampu and I had the disguise kits, and I was dressed as Smee.
Yeah, no, yeah. If you just take an action won't drop your disguise, it will, of course, you're acting in a way towards them, so it might, yeah, I mean, they just won't recognize you, potentially, still.
Alright,
yeah.
Well, that'll be fine then. So it's gonna look like this little pirate with a red nightcap and glasses is suddenly very pissed off from around the corner. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Fever Skin on myself. So I'll drop the Arcane Eye, and I will suddenly, like, my skin will start to look red, like it matches the color of my hair when I, like, summon the lance. And I think I'm just gonna call on Fever Skin, and I'm gonna take a swing at the red cultist that is around Crick.
All right, go for it. And will you send Fever Skin to the game log as well?
Sure can.
It's one of those Obojima spells.
Sounds
sure
gnarly.
Heliana.
It's
a new one. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
It is a new one. So, I think I can't remember. We established like the chili pepper.
Yeah, it is something that you have to
but...
eat, but you can say that, like, you maybe Crick has his bag right in front of you, and he's got the endless ingredients in the one pouch. So yeah, you can grab that out of there if you want.
Yep. I'm just gonna be like, hey, Crick, this ain't weird, buddy, and I'm just gonna reach in and just like, no chew, just straight swallow it like a pill. And then with this, so I get to make a melee attack. That'll do 66, like a little mini fireball.
Jesus.
And then I also get 2d6 temporary hit points at the end of each turn. So let me roll that right quick. Plus 8. Does a 23 hit the cultist?
It does.
Cool.
Let me make a 18. Let me go ahead and make a 9 con
That's
save.
a badass spell.
I was gonna say, I don't think you have to save or anything.
Oh, no,
it's just
right.
I make a melee attack.
Well, it's just for the his spiritual weapon. So that stays, but yes, okay. 18 damage. Though.
Yep. And so I also get 2d6 temp hit points. Let me roll that real quick. 8. And I'll just keep stacking that. And also, because I get 15 more feet of movement, I've only used a few. I know this will invoke an opportunity attack to run past him, but I want to use my movement to get to the lift and start going to the control room. So I think that puts me at 45 total, but let me retract my footsteps.
Okay, so let me go ahead.
I think I have to squeeze through these two.
Alright, I did roll a 23 to hit you.
Can I warding flare?
Yeah, sure.
I can also. Well, he has to hit.
All right.
I was gonna say I'll warding flare. Make him do it again.
Blinding light comes up as he just kind of swings wildly at you, and misses.
All right, and how many feet of movement would it be to like get through this sea of people? Because I know I have to like squeeze through them.
Yeah, it would just
be like 10.
an extra square space essentially.
Okay, so then yeah, that would put me right to. Sorry, I'm on ruler again. That'd put me right to here. So I still have Fever Skin up. I'm on concentration now, but I smack him for that and light him on fire a little bit. And then I'm just like, okay, to the control room, and I will keep booking it.
Yeah, he is looking like he just got a hell's itch kind of burn on his flesh as you come on by him and hit him with that fever skin attack, and Langston just kind of bolting on down the hall with some intent. That brings us to Manto. What do you do, buddy?
Yeah, so the guy that I have paralyzed, I would like walk like up to him and pretty much like hover over top of him, and I'm like, "Night, bitch," and I'm gonna pull out my laser pistol and shoot at him. Right in the fucking-
Jesus.
Right next to him, you will have disadvantage. Right next to him.
I hate that you have disadvantage if I'm in the head.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
if you
because
get paralyzed, will it just be a
technically,
flat roll?
technically you're
okay,
5
then
feet away from each other, so it's like, you know, he
Alright,
could
so then I'll
duck
step
under it or
away.
whatever.
He's
Yeah.
paralyzed.
Oh, that's right.
If he's
Yeah, he's
paralyzed,
paralyzed.
wouldn't it be,
Oh,
be
that's
a flat
true.
roll?
You're correct about
Yeah,
that.
but I want advantage.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
he might twitch out of the way. Just
That's true.
That
20,
roll's still good. You can still good.
yeah, 25 will
25?
hit. Yeah, for sure.
So, and because he's
Sorry.
paralyzed, I crit. so-
Is that part of paralyzed?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Crits
Paralyzed.
insta paralyzed.
Any
Or,
attack? No, it's
paralyzed insta crit.
if it's attack within 5 feet of you.
No, but he's also incapacitated by the definition. So you go to incapacitated. Incapacitated is automatic crits at the bottom.
Oh, is he incapacitated as well? With
Attack roll that hits
this?
you the critical hit.
No,
if you
you're not-
attack
Oh yeah,
it,
yeah, he
you
is
attack
yeah, that's right.
you-
Paralyzed does have incapacitated, and then
Ah.
incapacitated. Nope, does not have that.
Well, you gotta run up and shoot him in the face.
Maybe the legacy definition.
put the barrel of the gun in his teeth.
All right. Well then,
He's fucking
yeah.
paralyzed.
Yeah,
Put the
I'm-
gun to his
I'm-
face. Shoot him in the fucking
flavor. I want to go right neck up in his fucking face.
Jake,
Guess I'm gonna have to re-roll.
Jake
God
goes
damn it.
back.
There we go.
21 hits.
There we
Flat roll,
go.
insta crit.
So he takes 18 plus 15, so it's 33. And because oh wait, no. Oh man, and then son of a bitch.
Yeah,
And I
it was one. It
also
was one or
will-
the other. It was either crit or the
I
sneak
have
attack.
also fucking... Ah, damn it. Did I change my mind and do the fucking Githka? Because I had this all planned down in my fucking head.
Yeah, yeah. If you want to do the gift gun instead, I mean, you
Alright,
had that in your
alright.
hands originally, so yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so he takes 8. Hold on. 8 damage plus 10, so 18. And then 30 plus 15, so 45.
Okay, 45. And then remind me with hold person or whatever that you just cast. Do they wake up out of it now? Send the spell or
That's,
someone.
I'm gonna have to.
Actually, no, I have it here. At the
Yeah, I
end of
think
each
whole
turn,
person's at the end of the minute.
They repeat the save, and so they repeat the save though on each of their turns. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't do anything if you hit them. It doesn't like break them out of it. Nice, Samantha. Yeah, as this guy's just frozen here with, paralyzed from the spell that you cast on him. You just see a perfect fish to fillet right in front of you as you take your Githka out and slice him. Get the nice sneak attack damage on there, and then do you have a bonus action you want to do?
Yep, more Githka.
More Githka. Yeah, you definitely bloodied him up in that singular hit.
Ooh.
There you go.
And
And another
Is that like a double crit?
that is another crit now. Yep. Go ahead and roll the damage.
that doesn't stack on, does it?
Yeah, like you critted on an incapacitated.
No,
person.
yeah, it's doesn't do anything with that.
All right, so 4 plus, so 9 more damage.
9 more damage as Manto takes his massive slashes to this fish in a barrel, just slashes across this frozen guy here, and although he's paralyzed, you can see as you cut through him, boom, his mask flies off of his body, and you can see in the last moments of his life's embrace, he smiles through the pain as he falls down to the ground, and not a single sound or anything, just falls down dead.
Damn.
Ooh. So I guess
And then I
it's my
spit
turn.
on him.
So,
Oh, and then I would, after spitting, I would run down here. And is that a door right there?
no, it is not.
Okay, I would open this door. I don't go in, but I just kind of poke.
As you
Oh,
open up the door there, you see a larger kind of hall. It's similar size as the dance floor upstairs. A little bit of disarray, but you see a cultist maybe 20, 30 feet away from you, heading in the direction of the door with intent as well.
how's it?
I close the door and like try to keep it like hard.
Nice. Yeah, you kind of just like put yourself up against it for the time being. Anything else for you?
That is it.
Okay. Give me
My
1 second.
turn.
Oh, that's what you think.
No.
Let's see. Crick being the closest, I suppose. Yeah, Crick, you hear footsteps on the stairs, upstairs, heading your guys' direction as well. And I'm gonna leave it at that because you guys can't see or anything else. But that will, bring us to Rampu now. As at the top of the round, you guys have one of these guys down. One of them is quite hurt. The one close to you got Rampu and Jake, and then of course Crick is handling the guy up above him as Langston runs towards the control panel room. What do you do, Rampu and Jake?
Ooh, so first things first, Jake's gonna take a chomp at the guy in front of me. See what he do. 15?
15 will hit.
Yeah, buddy. So that's 10 damage on the bite and 6 on the fire. 16.
Alright, let me roll a con save real quick to see if I keep my spiritual weapon up. Perfect. Okay, so 16 damage. Alright.
Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and bonus action Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay.
The red guy I'm fighting, and I'm gonna take a shot at him with my longbow.
Alright, go for it.
Add my
Concentration.
buff here. There's Hunter's
You guys gonna have
Mark.
the song stuck in your head after this?
Yes.
I literally wrote this 30 minutes before we started playing.
13? Yeah,
Uh,
this is good.
13 will miss.
Yeah, I shoot again.
Alright.
There we go. 26.
That one will hit.
Mhm. And that's this.
Oof.
Did it add the
Yep.
Hunter's Mark? Yeah, it did. And Jake will also use his reaction to infuse it.
Alright,
So
yeah,
do a D4.
he's looking quite hurt.
Or D6.
Oh, yeah,
actually.
the Hunter's Mark drops, or his spiritual weapon drops, rather.
Beautiful.
Actually,
Yeah,
no,
5 more damage.
I rolled exactly what we'll count on that. Alright, yeah, so with 5 more damage, oh man, he is holding on for his dear life as the bite, or as I guess the fire energy comes through your shot. He feels the burning, the singeing pain from it. Just keeps on laughing right in your face, just enjoying it way too much.
I'm just like, ugh. That's my turn.
Alright, Manto, you hear footsteps beyond the door as the door swings on opened. Yeah, unfortunately, weren't able to get too much of a hold on that prior to him making his way down, as he takes his blade out and tries to slash you with it twice. Ooh, too nimbly bimbly. Manto dodges out of the way the first one, but the second one, 21 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit. And for the one that hits, I'll use Uncanny Dodge.
Okay, so that's 13 total damage, so you can have that to 6.
Okay.
And with that, behind you, apparating as he kind of conjures with his hands, a shimmering abyssal blade. Let's see if I can hit you with that. Oh yeah, you don't need concentration anymore. I'll drop that from you. And let's see, a d20 plus 4. 7's gonna miss. All right, that is his turn then. Blue guy up here by Jake and Rampu. Yeah, with one kind of last ditch effort, looks over at Rampu with his blade, and he first slashes into his arm, and you see him laughing as he does that, and the blood just kind of pouring down. He lifts it on up. Eternal Prince, Dark Prince, I shall reign with you soon, as he takes a slash at you. Ooh, natural 20.
No, bitch.
That will be so that's 11 on that one, and then 20 more on that, so 31 total damage.
Okay.
And I need a 15 concentration save.
$16, baby.
There you go. As he slashes once more into you, you dodge out of the way of that one. As he kind of just puts his arms to the side now, even releases the grip of the blade as it falls down to the ground, and kind of just looks at you, laughing as the blood pours. And it's Crick's turn.
So mentally, I kind of sent to everybody, we should probably go, as I give this guy right in front of me the old 1-2. 10, 16?
16 will do it.
All right, so I give him the old 0-1. 6.
Is
and
that
then
because you speak binary because you're a robot?
exactly.
So-
So like with that, I hit him, and then I kind of look to Lurk on the right, and I just kind of like present my chest as I like flex a little bit, and the I squeeze my shield in front of me, and I just like prep myself for him to fucking hit me as hard as he can.
Excellent.
And I just kind of look at it, I give him like the kind of nod so the other guy can't see it, but it's there.
Anything else for you?
That's it.
All right. Lurk right next to you sees you, of course. Thunder Gauntlet attack the guy right beside you, and you gesturing for him to attack you as well. He comes at you with his packed blade, and as he does, he goes to slash at you. But he kind of ducks the knuckles so that the blade doesn't cut at you. 16 to hit. And then he goes and does it again with a 10 to hit. And both of those missing. Unfortunately, the cultist beside him kind of looks at him and shakes his head back and forth as he takes his blade out and tries to do, the exact same thing. Slash at you. 12... 6 ain't gonna do it, and then the spiritual weapon behind you, also with a 6, is going to miss as you're just getting tapped left and right. You hear ding ding.
As all this happens, I'm like actively trying to dodge lurks, and as the other guy swings at me, it's just like I just like weakly slap him in the face, like you're the bitch out of the two.
Incredible. And yeah, as you give him that little slap back, shakes his head a little bit. And Langston, with that scene behind you, what do you do?
So, because I have 15 more feet of movement, I'm going to expend it the 15 feet to run back here, so I can see down the hallway and like see Rampu and Manto kind of getting whacked a little bit. I'll do a mass healing word as my bonus action. And also, when I get 2d6 temp hit points at the start of each turn, do they replace my previous temporary hit points, or do they keep adding on top of each other?
They don't stack. It's whichever number is the highest is what you keep. So,
Okay,
so if
got
you
it.
currently
So
have 14 and you roll, or if you currently have like 10 and you roll 8, you keep the 10.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would keep the 8 over the 5. Got it. I've
Yep.
never been able to have temp HP for myself, so I don't know.
For sure.
So then I'll just do a mass healing word to Rampu and Manto down the hallway. Let me do that real quick. Should have rolled. And I rolled a 1, so let me re-roll that because of my medic.
Once you get
There you go.
max,
Sweet
yeah.
deal. Max healing. So yeah, everybody gets 11. So not the most, but keeps you on the fight. So I'm just gonna like the healing word's gonna be keep at it, and they're just gonna see me throw a thumbs up down the hallway and then like move back to the side.
Mhm.
So I will use my movement then to get to here.
As a
I didn't do
slash comes at you and just barely misses.
Okay. And I can only see the door of the thing. Is there anything I can do? Screw it. If I'm at a range, then I'll just cast I still have Fever Skin active, but I can't really, do anything else. So I'll just do Toll of the Dead on this cultist that Crick and Lurk are going at.
All right.
So
Wisdom save.
DC 15 Wisdom. Nope. And since he's been hit just by Crick and I, so this will be 2d12 plus 3. That'll be 20 damage.
Whew. Nice. Big old hit on that one as this bell just rings out down here. Boom! Shaking about, and I need to make a 10 con save. And yeah, it kind of shakes him down his core. Crick, you see his knees buckle a little bit. And con save of a 10 I need to do. 8. Spiritual weapon drops.
Sweet.
Awesome. Anything else for you, Langston?
I think that will do it for me. I'm still making my way to this control room and then this other door up here.
Okay, sounds good. That will then bring us to Manto.
Cool. The store's open. I take a
Mhm.
step back and shoot him with my pistol.
Alright, he does take a slice at you as you take a step back. 19 to hit.
Damn,
That would be...
well, now that it's my turn, I'll use uncanny dodge again.
Yeah, so 15 damage, have to 7.
Yep. And then I take a shot with my pistol.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Pew pew.
Fucking 13.
13's gonna miss.
Yep. Fuck. And I don't get a bonus action with this, correct?
Whoopsies. Yeah, you don't get a bonus action shot.
Gotcha. Okay. With the laser pistol, it's the same thing where I have you can do steady aim on it if you hold it with 2 hands, or
Yes, but you did take a step back.
yeah. Okay, no, I just want to make sure
Mm-hmm.
for like next run.
For sure.
All right, that is gonna be it then.
All right, sounds good. And also, I put on the laser pistol
Yeah,
how
I-
many
I
shots.
saw-
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna mark that. Then.
Thank you very much. All right, and Manto takes a shot, kind of, pew, goes wide of him. He looks at you and just kind of laughs. As Crick, you can hear, footsteps from the stairs. Did that not work for me? Bum, bum, bum. As you look on up the stairs, you can see this drow woman making her way on down there uh, with some haste. And as she makes her way on down fully, bum.
Mhm. Mhm. Yes, she does.
Yeah, you see these horns begin to sprout from her head, curling upwards, and then from her back, like demon or bat-like wings, begin to spread wide, and her eyes glowing with this violet kind of fire. Looks down at you. It's like, I knew I smelt trouble when you all came in. And she looks at you, Crick, and immediately, I need you to make a wisdom save.
I ain't gonna do it.
She's like, the little one is mine. As she says this, Crick, you feel something completely take over your body. A feeling that maybe you haven't felt, at least not in a long, long time. And you just feel a connection to her. She's looking at you with these violet fire burning in her eyes. And feel as if the two of you are connected and you are going to listen to her every whim and will in this current state that you're in, as she has currently dominated you.
That's how.
Oh.
Yeah, she did.
Secret words, banana pancakes.
And
Crick has this weird smile as he looks at the wrecking.
and that will bring us to Rampu.
Okay, so first things first, Jake's gonna take a chomp at this guy in front of us. Let's see what he do. That's an 18. Yeah, buddy.
Yep, 18 hits.
And that is 8 bite and 2 fire, so 10 damage.
Okay. With that, Jake launches towards him, and the guy, like I said, drop the blade onto the ground. No longer any fight within him. Just kind of lets Jake tackle him down as Jake starts ripping apart his flesh, and he's yes, he's just laughing.
He's literally laughing until Jake just like bites him at the neck, just rips his throat out.
You hear like this burbling kind of laughing sound coming up from it until it just stops completely.
Yeah. Okay. And next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna I could squeeze in here, right? Next to Crick.
Yeah, definitely.
Literally, I'm gonna pop in and she's not like, and I'm just gonna pop out and spit at her ass right in the face with my second level 3
All right.
Spitty McSpitty.
Yeah, make sure you use that spell slot. Yeah, and go ahead and roll a hit on that.
And I'm going to go ahead and use a lucky on that as well.
All right.
Because, you know, gots to.
Rampu wants to get lucky with her.
Second.
There he does.
Yep, buddy. I mean, who doesn't? That roll. I think.
Big money.
That's 1.
Yeah, let's see the
And
lucky.
let me do the second in case it's a crit.
Better not be. Yep.
No, it's 17.
Oh, 17 misses actually.
Ah. Wait, if I miss, does that still use the spell slot?
It sure does.
Sure does. It's pain.
Tommy.
The pain
so-
of I'm still knowing I played a spellcaster in 3 campaigns in a row, brother. Holy hell, it hurts.
It does suck.
So annoying. Well, I'm gonna bonus action move my hunter's mark over to her.
All right. Sounds good. As you try to hawk your Rampua at her. She completely just Matrix dodges out of the way of it and laughs, and then she starts to vibrate with your Hunter's Mark aura. She looks at it. She should have swallowed, and she begins to make a gesture towards you. And let's see, this cultist here with Manto right beside him. You see Manto. He kind of runs up parallel to the wall that you are on the opposite side of, and he disappears for a moment, and you hear kind of like clicking kind of sound or some sort of movement of a mechanism or something. And after milliseconds after hearing that sound, you hear a wind billowing through the chamber beside you, and a cold air kind of billows out from the door. You can feel it kind of like a chill to the touch of the air around you as the cultist did something. Let me actually go ahead and do something. Let me just see something. Sorry, my screen's being a little bit laggy. Yes, cool. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Alright, as he kind of disappears behind the wall for a moment in Manto, you feel that cold air kind of rush out the door, and the rest of you guys kind of can hear that sound, but you don't exactly feel as intense of that chill as Manto does. Kind of pulses down the hall as well. Like I said, maybe not feeling it as much as everyone else, but from beyond the door frame, Manto, you see shadows begin to move and dance and shimmer inside the room here. As from beyond the door, you see a shadowy demonic figure hovering, flying with kind of demon bat-like wings and horns protruding from its head, eyes glowing, its mouth agape, kind of reaching out in your direction with this incorporeal movement, and it flies through the threshold of this chamber. Oops, it's sorry, it's still hidden for you guys. I just realized the token. And it makes its way right in your face, Manto, and it reaches out its umbral, shadowy black claw right at you, and a 12 to hit will miss.
That'll miss.
How about a 15?
That'll also miss.
Yes, as you see this shadow demon approach out of this this room here, the cold air kind of following behind it. It misses its attacks, but its presence known as it's hovering in front of you and just kind of billowing its black shadowy wings. That will bring us
Guys, I gotta stop being curious.
That will bring us to Crick.
Crick just kind of senses this, turns around, sees a demon attacking Manto. And he just kind of mentally says to everybody, well, I guess it's on. And I'm gonna give this guy the other one too. In front of me.
All right.
26 to hit. And then a 9, so we'll roll the damage on the first one. 6 damage.
All right.
And then I am going to... I mean, I see this freaking... So there's a demon and a knife right by Manto. And as I...
Actually, yeah, sorry. No, it's fine. I missed that.
But, on now?
No, that should have attacked him. It was the guy that ran up, but I missed it, so it's all good. Go for it.
Okay. Crick's gonna leave the top and just kind of go down to Manto. And everybody can take their opportunity attack against him. It's fine, but as he walks away though, I just throw a look again at Lurk, just to like remind him, you only hit me.
Well, I will also remind you that you are currently being charmed or dominated also.
Oh no! Oh, never mind. I guess none of that happened.
Yes. So,
So what happened?
so as you look around and you're, trying to figure out
Burn.
what exactly to do, the the drow, who's now produces herself to be some sort of demon or a fiend or what have you, looks at you and says, "No, no, no! You're gonna stay right here, and you're going to kill him." And she points right at Rampu.
Me?
All right. So I'm gonna give him the
Rampu,
old
my
1-2. 18. So he.
Can I unlucky
Question.
him?
Yeah, you can. If you
Yeah,
if you
unlucky
have
him,
any
I
left,
just
yeah.
asked. I have one more. So you got to roll
So-
again, Crick.
Question before we do that. So Crick is built for success, and he is also a flash of genius.
hmm
Can
That's where
I,
this is going.
like, knowing I'm fighting my friends, knowing that I'm a very protective asset, can I purposely reduce my fight against her by those buffs? Well, I guess it would just be because the only one that does attacks is built for success at a 1d4 on attack. So can I reduce by 1d4 if I burn that?
Is that something that those allow you to do, to reduce them?
So built for success is I can add 1d4,
Yeah.
but like
But see,
under
so-
the given circumstance.
yeah, you're being completely
Can I-
charmed right now, so that mindset of Crick doesn't necessarily
It's gone.
exist. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Then I will roll again. 15.
Yeah, he misses. Woo.
And he's gonna do it again. For
yeah.
20.
Can I?
Fuck you.
I can see Crick from where I am, right?
It's 6 damage.
Potentially. It's kind of around the corner, so I don't know. Can you see
Okay.
him from your
I,
token?
I mean,
It's
from me, I think we all have shared vision, so I mean, it'd be kind
not
of
yet.
obscured.
You can't-
Like obscured. I would say, I guess the cultist is kind of blocking me, so I won't. You always gotta ask.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that 6 damage though on you, Rampu, as thunderous energy.
What's the difference between thunder and lightning damage?
One's thunder and one is lightning.
Wouldn't it be one of the
Or the
same?
lightning.
But the lightning is really what's hearing you. The thunder is just the sound of the lightning.
Exactly.
It's the reverberation.
It's a very loud punch.
Yeah.
Because I have resistance to lightning.
yeah.
So I'm like, what the fuck? Why not thunder?
Because you're not a thunder dragonborn, you're a lightning
Anyways.
thunder or a dragonborn. But
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not confusing.
Semantics.
So Crick gives him a nice punch. Boom. Misses the first one, but the second one connects as a thunderous energy kind of convulses through Rampu. And he's like, "Why couldn't it be lightning?" Blah. And as you are currently, sheathed in that energy, the demon looks at Crick and kind of gives him a bit of a smile and a nod with that. Rampu will need a DC 10 con save.
Not good. Oh, God, it's so slow.
Seriously. Do you have the 3D dice on, the
It's
D&D
slow.
Beyond dice?
I did not. I don't think so.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, 2. That's a fail. So your Hunter's Mark drops. Her shimmering aura around her is no longer present. And yeah, Crick, as that is the action that you take. Is there anything else that you do? Oh, she does have concentration, so let's keep that on her.
Can I take my own bonus action? Or
Yeah.
is it all her?
So like what the spell says, like Dominating Person, is that They
Oh,
issue
have
commands to
seconds
you,
anyway.
and you do your best to obey it on your turn.
All right, that's good. As you said, Rampu specifically.
Yeah, if it completes an order and doesn't receive further direction from you, its acts moves as it likes, focusing on protecting itself.
All right. Well, I haven't killed him yet, so I guess here we are. That's it.
All right. So, yeah, you guys notice Crick acting in quite of strange demeanor, even stranger than he typically does. Lurik comes up to Crick and gives him a punch across the face. So let's see how much your high AC helps you now, because if you get hit, you're able to make a roll to break out of it, but nope, doesn't help you.
Like
Nat
fighting my
one.
own. The only thing that can hurt.
He's just like winking at you, like.
It's like someone hit me.
All right, that'll bring us to the one right in front of you now, Crick. His blade out. He will also try to just slash at you twice. 13 and a natural 1.
God.
Both of them missing.
Two nat ones, right when they need to be hit something.
Go ahead and have AC of 23. I'll never hit you, and you'll never get out of it. Langston, you are
AC of 25 soon. You watch your mouth.
So I see
I guess
all of
Crick
this.
lives with her now, guys.
Yep.
Play mail after this, Nate.
So I see all of this happening behind me, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna need to deal with that. But I think what I'm going to do with still my extra movement, I can make it 40 feet. I'm gonna go right outside Vashir's door, and this is all like stone and everything around us, right?
Sorry, yes, I was
They're like,
yep. Mhm.
So since it's stone, I think I'm going to cast Stone Shape. And what I'm going to do is with the Stone Shape, I'm going to make it so that the bits of stone around Vashir's door come across and shut him off. So his door completely goes away, and the door is completely blocked off, so there's no way he can get out.
Langston runs down the hall quickly to Vashir's doorway, his office, and as you hold your hands out there, you watch as, almost like clay, you push together like the cracks in like when you're molding clay, and you just watch as the concrete, soft and pliable, just kind of begins to spread across, filling in any of those creases, and where once was a door frame is just solid stone wall currently.
So I do that to block him in, and I'm just like, okay, he's not coming out now. And then with Misty Step, it's also a spell. I can't do that as a bonus action, even if I have it through like an item, right?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
While wearing it, you can cast the Misty Step as a magic action or a bonus action. So, would that mean I'd be able to use it through the Shadow Cloak to kind of back a little quicker?
Well, because you use the leveled spell as your action, you can't cast the leveled spell as your bonus action.
Got it. So,
yeah.
Same rules apply. Just wanted to make sure.
For sure.
Then I am just gonna. I used my turn. I set that up, and then I'm just gonna yell, "Don't worry, guys, I'm coming back." And then just hold the rest of my turn because I don't think I have any other bonus actions I can do.
All right, that works for me. Yeah, beautiful turn as Langston runs down the hall, and you create a wall where the door once was for Vashir's office, and bought you guys some time, hopefully, for the time being.
So I'll do that and like give 2 thumbs up down the hallway, and I'm like, and no one can see me, and there's a demon who's controlling my buddy. This was a terrible decision, but I wanted to make sure we'd be good. I'm coming.
Incredible. All right. So that at the end of Langston's turn, then the cold air kind of billowing out of the room. 60 feet. Langston, you can feel that cold air getting closer as it rushes towards you. For the first time, you begin to actually kind of feel it heavier now. And
So, Nate, this demon. So like, I attacked. Or hold on, no. This means that if you're attacking now with this demon, it would have been twice in this turn because he spawned.
Oh, he's not the only demon. Look at the turn.
Oh shit.
Oh, you guys ain't seen nothing yet. All right, so as you come on down through this chamber here, Lanx can feel that cold air getting closer, and Manto, it is your turn now.
Bet. All right.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I am.
Shut the fuck up, Rampu.
In the lion's den.
Crick is so angry at you.
I'm going to disengage
Okay.
and I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
Is disengage is a bonus action, right?
Yes. For you, it is. You have the
Okay.
option to do it as a bonus action for yourself. It's typically just a regular action.
Okay.
But you have like cunning action or whatever it's called.
Yeah, cunning action. All right, yes, I'm gonna disengage, and I am going to. Oh. Shit! What the fuck just happened to my screen? Run up, and then cunning action. No, actually, run up, and then. Hold on, I had to reload my screen.
All
Feet
good.
movement. Get here and actually I lied. I'm sorry. I am going to throw a psychic blade past this demon and do a psychic teleportation into the room.
Okay. Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry.
Whereas,
8 50 feet. So I'm able to go 50 feet.
nice.
All right. So let's see. Got it.
Yeah,
That
so
would put me there.
as Manto, you throw your psychic blade on into this room and teleport past the demon. You feel the cold energy that this room emanates just completely surround you, and you look around and you see, like I described to Langston prior, the stage set up on the north side of the room, a couple of like instruments and stuff kind of just strewn about. But beside the stage, you see a couple of cages. In the side of the cages, you see a dwarf on the one to the right, an elven man on the one to the left. Past the elven man, you see the shadow demon kind of making his way towards the door up towards the north. To the right, you see the cultist who hit the mechanism or whatever it seemed to attract, or after that the demons appeared. But as you look around, also as Langston kind of mentioned to you, or I'm sorry, as Crick mentioned to you guys, there are shadows that kind of cling to the corners of this room here. Each one of the corners seems to be like this dark, shadowy kind of energy. And also, one more thing, actually, as you look around, you see these right here to your left and to your right. They don't look exactly like they do on the scene here, but there are these kind of like sigils or runes inscribed on the ground. And as you look closer, you see almost like lines of energy or light or magic, kind of almost like lines of thermite on like a firework or dynamite or something, like kind of leading towards the cages. The light starting from those little runes or uh, sigils nearby you, but they're growing closer and closer towards the cages.
Gotcha. Okay. So with disengage and me throwing my psychic teleportation, that would consist of my action and bonus action, right?
Yeah, I would say that you don't need to disengage though if you just did the psychic teleportation, probably.
Oh, okay. So then, if that is the case, so psychic teleportation is a bonus action. Then, I would then move back here. make sure he is. Actually, I could have stayed. He's within range of my laser pistol, and I will shoot at him.
Cool. The blue one that you flew by?
The no, not the demon. I'm sorry, the cultist.
Okay, gotcha, cool.
30-20.
That'll hit.
15. And wasn't there it doesn't say it on my thing, but wasn't there some sort of like additional feat on the laser pistol that like it reduced movement or something like that?
Yeah, the Vex feature. If you click it, I believe it should say that on there.
No, it does. It just says Vex, but so but if it's Vex, that just means I have advantage on the next attack, correct?
I think Vex reduces their movement by 10 feet. I could be wrong. Or no, maybe you're right.
Because I have Vex for my Psychic Blade, and
Yeah,
it says
you're right.
you hit
Yep.
it with Psychic Blade, you deal damage, you have advantage. Okay, sounds good.
Okay, anything else for you?
That is my turn then.
All right, cool. All right, Shira is up now. She's got Rampu between her and Crick. After Rampu just tried to attack her, kind of looks at him laughing, and with that she holds up her hands. And as she does, Rampu, you notice on her hands 6 fingers on each one of them, as she the basket weave champion, but she shoots out two fire rays at you. A 25 to hit and a 25 to hit.
Jesus, that'll hit.
That is 17 damage and 11 damage. 28 damage total.
And that's fire.
Correct. Yep.
I'm resistant, so that's half, right?
There you go. Nice. Yeah, so 28 halved is 14.
I'll take it.
Thank you, Jake. So yeah,
Yep.
I imagine maybe like a kind of like a fiery draconic shield kind of shimmers around your flesh a little bit, or maybe it's just your draconic nature. But regardless, the fiery energy does not hurt you as much. She kind of snickers at that a little bit. Well, the dumbass is a little bit stronger than I expected. And she looks past you now. There's some, I guess you might be used to that, Rampu. Instead of like looking at you, they kind of look past you. And she looks at Crick and says, "Kill him now." And that is going to be her turn. Manto, as you are in this room, the cold air kind of billows up even more stronger now as you look down to your southwest as a demon comes flying out of that corner, that shadowy corner, and approaches you with his claw reaching out towards you. And with 2 attacks, exactly, 23 and a 19 to hit.
Yeah, they'll both hit, but I will uncanny dodge one.
Okay, so there's a 9, and there's a 17.
So 4 and 21 damage.
Ah, look at you not being meta. I appreciate that. All right. Okay, so as this shadow demon attacks out off at Manto, and you feel this cold chill, as you've mentioned several times, the little hairs on your body, they begin to stand up as you hear the sound coming from the north of another one of these shadow demons appearing out of the darkness, clinging to the shadowy corner up here. And at first you think it might be coming in your direction, but it kind of head fakes and goes right outside the door, approaches Langston face to face, and with that, a shadowy claw reaches out towards you, Langston. 17 to hit.
That'll hit, and I know it gets 2. I'll warding flare the other one. I get to call it out in time.
Oh, you can warding flare that one. You said it sounded like you're about to, so that's cool. I'll re-roll this one. 7, and then I will.
Cool.
So the first one's a miss, and natural 20.
Unfortunate.
Well, double hit anyway.
Hold on, I get 2d6 plus 3 temporary hit points.
20.
So I get 10 temp HP.
works.
Ooh, all right.
Do
So,
your
Already at
worst.
12?
I was only at 8.
That is
not be
1,000
better.
damage points.
I'll
so,
tell you what, dude. I'll take things you hate to see for 600.
so that's 34 psychic damage
Ow.
as its shadowy claw reaches out towards you, and it kind of spikes this migraine, just kind of like chilling energy, just kind of completely puts the fear of God in Langston here. And as these shadow demons begin to spread out from the darkness of this abyssal tainted room, each one of them making their way, Langston, you hear boom, 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 boom from beyond the wall to the north of you. And with Crick under command to kill Rampu, Manto in a room full of shadow demons and a cultist, Rampu stuck between a rock and a hard place, or a demon. Yeah, it's pretty much what I was getting at. That is where we'll pick it up the next time we get together. I think that's enough combat for tonight.
Oh my god.
We're fucked.
I will say, Crick has full hit points, everyone.
Cool, and you're
yet
using
be
it to
hit.
kill your friends.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Glad to know you're doing great.
Well,
Yeah.
Crick's doing great. Crick's doing great, guys.
Alright. Yeah, and then one more thing I will mention, just as I don't want you guys to forget, but Manto, he hasn't, not that I've expected him to, but he does, to say anything that is, but he does see these lines of arcane light coming from these runes, these sigils, kind of like I said, like thermite, like you light like a firework, and then the fuse of it lighting off is kind of following a line like that and heading towards the
And
the
they're all
cages.
pointing to a stage with what looks like a drum set and like microphones on it.
Yeah, it's kind of like storage and like stuff down here. I guess everything was kind of in disarray as I've described it a few times.
Okay.
Yeah. But that is what's going on, and yeah, we will pick it up here the next time we get together. Fun times. Anything to close it out on before we call it a night?
We're fucked.
I'm gonna stab that bitch. I will free you, Crick. You just
We
wait.
can still run. We can still run.
I know. I want to free you so we can get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, Lurk's looking at you like, I told you it wasn't the time. And, yeah. All right.
Crick's just looking at Rampu like, fuck this guy.
Hold on, I'm doing my con save real quick. 12. I get to keep Fever Skin for when we come back.
Beautiful. Thanks
Nice.
for doing that.
Yep.
Awesome. We'll see you guys on Sunday then, or whenever we get together. I hope you guys all have a great week. Enjoy a nice long rest, and look out for those goblins on the stairs. Catch you next time. Peace out.
Later.
Later.